Opened it and I got CDUU. So I was absolutely devastated. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan. In fact, have I ever introduced myself? Yeah, my name's Jordan, also known as Legal Northerner. And today we're going to be talking about how I went from the average student to then the failing student to then the future trainee solicitor at a pretty reputable firm. So let's get cracking, let's get straight into it, and I'll tell you exactly how I went from C's at GCSE, failing A-level, to now becoming a future lawyer. So start off as everyone else. I start with GCSEs. I was in kind of first and second set, so I was obviously aiming to get good grades, let's say, but I was just predicted C grades, and at that point I was like, oh well, I'm not that bothered. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to, didn't even consider becoming a lawyer at that point. It just never really crossed my mind, and obviously when you're from the ages of 11 to 16, you don't know what you want to do with your future. Well, I mean, some people do, but there's so much opportunity there, but I just didn't grasp any of it. I was just kind of like coasting along, like trying to do, or as long as I passed kind of thing. That was my mentality. I'm sure I got like an A in English, a B in English, and then the rest C's. So I ended up with like 2 B-Techs, which are just like, they're not proper B-Techs that you go to college for, it's just like a lower level 1 kind of thing, which I got good grades in. And then I got the A in English, the B in English, and then the rest of it was just predominantly C grades. So it was just, there was no special kind of accomplishment there. It was like, oh, I've passed, like, congrats to me kind of thing. I've passed all my GCSEs, that's it. And then obviously you jump to A-level, which is a massive, massive, massive jump from GCSE to A-level. Like, if you've not done that yet, prepare yourself. Just because you're going from doing like 10 subjects down to 3 subjects does not mean it gets easier. It does not. It gets a lot harder. This is where the roller coaster happens. Went to sixth form, different sixth form to what my school were. My school didn't offer a sixth form, and so I just wouldn't go there anyway. So my first year, I studied sociology, psychology, law, and English. Got to my mock exams in the January, got 3 U's, and I was like, what the hell? This is not, I mean, I can at least pass, I know that. So I was like, this is first year of sixth form, so I was doing my AS levels, but it's still a part of your whole A level. Because it's like 50% from year 1, 50% from year 2, and that determines basically your overall grade when you're in your A level. Just as a side note, for those that don't know as well, your first year A-level results also, alongside with your predicted grades for your second year A-level results, are basically given to universities when you're applying to them to basically show these are the grades they have, the grades that you want are blah blah blah. Are you going to make them an offer alongside the personal statement and stuff like that? So just keep that in mind. So I think I got CUU in my C and 3 U's. I definitely got a U in sociology. This is in mock exams in the January. So I was like, well, this isn't great. Surely I can kick myself into gear a little bit more and do okay at least. So I started kind of working, studying a little bit more than I did at GCSE, but my mentality were, oh well, I've gone from doing 10 GCSEs to now doing 3 subjects I actually want, 4 subjects that I want to study. It's going to be a breeze, but the workload triples and you have to actually put the extra work in. Like, I learned that the hard way. Skip to the end of my first year of sixth form, so my AS levels, results day. Do you know what I thought I did in the actual exams when I was doing them? I thought, I'm actually doing okay here, like it's all right. I feel all right about it. Sociology, I just knocked off anyway. That I didn't like it. I thought I'm gonna purposely fail it, so then I don't need to carry it on next year. Didn't go to plan. Results day came round, opened the paper thinking, surely it's like a few C's. Opened it and I got CDUU. So I was absolutely devastated, getting obviously 2 fails. So, and a D is still classed as a fail as well. I've got 1 pass essentially. Straight away, I didn't just start crying over it and start thinking that my life's a failure kind of thing. I said, this isn't gonna happen again. Next year, I'm not letting this happen. I want to get into a good university. I want to study law. I know how competitive it is. I can't let this happen again. So in my second year of university, this is when it kind of flipped for me, because I had to beg my teacher to allow me to go into second year and not retake my first year of sixth form. So there was two options. I either retake the full year and then obviously be at college for 3 years, or I go into second year and redo all the papers that I failed in first year, and I chose option B. So not only were I doing my A2 exams for my A-levels, but I were also then redoing my AS exams in the subjects that I carried on throughout my second year. Obviously I dropped they said I need to drop psychology and sociology because they were 2 years, they were absolute write-offs. English, I got remarked and that went up to a C. Law, I got remarked and that went down to a D. So I was like, well, I'm back in the same place. And what I had to do is do 2 years worth of drama in 1 year. So I essentially had 4 lessons a day instead of 3, where I'd be doing drama year 1, drama year 2, law year 2, English year 2. But then in between that, on my free periods and things like that, I'd go into the other year, the year 12 classes, basically to relearn the content that I did the year before, so I could take obviously the exams for my AS levels. Again, when I received 3 fails on paper, my heart just sank, and that was literally such a big turning point. So I was like, you have it in you to do well. You definitely can get good grades. You can prove to yourself, you don't need to prove to anyone else, prove to yourself that you are worthy enough of having a spot at a university that you want to go to in a really competitive industry, and even just for your own sake, just try and get the good grades, make yourself feel better about yourself, actually feel like you are clever. And that's what I basically did. That mentality I carried through. I carried it all the way through my second year of sixth form, and I had no choice to, because I was doing my first year exams as well as my second year exams, so I had to just be on the ball at all times. Most evenings and weekends I'd be sat at the table just revising all the time, and sometimes I wouldn't even be able to understand the simplest of things like what we were learning, but I just continued to try, and every time I think to myself like, this is too much, I can't do it, I kept thinking, you in a year's time will look back and think, do you know what, you've made yourself proud there, because you've really tried. And that's the difference, is I've never really tried and really aspired for that before, for the good grades to get into the nice university and everything like that. I basically had to plead for my teachers to predict me 3 Bs, bearing in mind that I had CDUU the year before. Got all 5 placements, all 5 university offers. One of them was to the University of Liverpool, which was like the university that I really wanted to go to. And obviously their entry requirements at the time was 1A and 2 Bs. Obviously I predicted BBB, but they still offered me anyway. So I got my university offers, did all my exams, results day. I basically found out if I got into university before you get your results. So UCAS opened the results basically on whether you've got your place or not at the university that you choose at 8 AM, and I didn't get my results until 10 AM. So when I logged onto UCAS and saw that my place was confirmed and I've secured it at the University of Liverpool, I was absolutely buzzing. I was so happy. The only thing is, everyone in my house was on holiday. They all went to Benidorm, but I couldn't go to Benidorm because it was results day. And I had to ring my mum, like crying on the phone, like, I've got into the University of Liverpool, I've got into study law, and obviously I've done better in my A-levels. That's the thing. I mustn't have failed anything again. Went into sixth form. Obviously I cared about my A-level results because I worked really hard for them and felt as though I actually deserved good grades. But because I knew I was at the university I got the place at the university I wanted to go to, at that point I was also like, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is now because I'm at this university, it does not matter. Anyway, opened the result sheet, it said BBB, and I was absolutely ecstatic. I've never had 3 Bs just in a row before, especially at A level. Like with my mock exams I never got a B in, I always got Cs or Us before that. And it was honestly such a sigh of relief because I thought, well, all of this hard work and dedication really paid off, and it just motivated me even more to just want to study, just want to do well and get the good grades, because I never felt this before. I was 1 mark off an A in law, got that remarked, came back as an A. So in the end, I got ABB, which I'm very happy about. But I never, ever, ever experienced that feeling where I was so proud of the grades that I got and the achievements from sixth form, or just from an educational system anyway, that I thought I never want this feeling to end. I always want to work hard, and that's what really drove me to really take things seriously. So moving on to university, I then dropped out University of Liverpool. Bye, no, not going to study my law degree. And I started a job in digital marketing. Now this is because I knew I wanted to go into law. I didn't feel like I had the soft skills or the transferable skills to go into law. And I had a very creative side to myself. I mean, obviously I do YouTube, I do Instagram content. There's just a lot of different like creative aspects of my life that I wanted to kind of let flare for the time being. Declined university, bye. I'm like, is this the best move for me? I'm gonna follow my gut anyway, because I wanted to build with where I was working. I wanted to build skills such as communication with clients and colleagues. I wanted to build skills in working under pressure or working with dealing with difficult situations. Everything like that, that although it's not in a legal setting, it's so transferable to a legal career. So I built all them, and then about 3 years into it, I was like, no, this is now my time to start my degree. I needed to continue working full time, mortgage to pay, bills to pay, everything like that. There was 2 universities that offered this option to study alongside all my other commitments, purely online. That was the University of Law and the Open University. I straight away chose the University of Law, and they were one of the main LPC providers, so they're obviously setting you for success in the legal industry. So I thought, perfect, I'll do that. Signed up. So let's go from kind of where I was to where I am now. Predominantly C's at GCSE, CDUU at AS level, which then turned to ABB at A level. Dropped out of a Russell Group university, started a career in a different field completely, picked up my degree again at a non-Russell Group, non-ranking university on the university league tables anywhere. The University of Law isn't ranking for LLB degrees. And I thought, well, even though I'm getting this degree and I'm getting good grades in it, started applying to training contracts in my second year. This is another thing, I couldn't do a vacation scheme anywhere because I would need to take like 2 weeks annual leave off work, and taking into account like time I need off for exams, time I need off for Christmas, time I need off for maybe emergency days off, it wasn't feasible. I couldn't do it. So I had to purely just be a direct training contract applicant. First firm got back to me, Rejection. Second firm got back to me, which was One Bond Dickinson. I got through to the next stage. Third firm got back to me, Mitchell, got through to the next stage. Fourth firm, Muckle, which is where I will be doing my training contract, got back to me. And then the last firm rejected me literally like 3 weeks ago. I envisioned that, because I don't go to a Russell Group university, or I don't have 3A or A stars at A level, that I am very much in a bad situation for myself. And on top of that, I can't even do a vacation scheme, which I know that a lot of firms do recruit directly from the vacation scheme. So I was like, there's too much of a disadvantage, but I'm still going to go for it anyway. I believe that I'm going to be a good lawyer. Pushed through it all. Anyway, got to my final interview with Muckle. I explained to them like, okay, I have never worked in a legal setting, and I can't tell you how a legal setting will work. However, I have got XYZ skills. This is how I will implement them in your business, in the firm, and how it will help me grow as a trainee solicitor moving forward. And they was like, yeah, perfect, okay, let's go. So, where am I today? I'm just started my third year, nearly finished the first semester of my third year. I am a future trainee at a very reputable law firm. I am a non-Russell Group university attender and a non-ranking university attender. I am a AS level failure, turned that around. I am a GCSE coaster, and like I said, skipping forward to now, I am a future lawyer. So don't think it's the end of the road if you just get a few bad grades, because I got a few bad grades. Like I said, I go to a non-Russell Group university at the moment. and I'd say I'm doing okay. I would say I'm doing pretty well, and I'm really proud of myself for that. So I think I will leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. I expected this to be like a 5-minute video, but I can imagine it's probably going to be a lot longer than that. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe, and also follow my Instagram account, which is The Legal Northerner. But until next time, next Sunday, which will be my next video, I won't tell you what it is, but it'll be coming out next Sunday. I shall see you then. Goodbye.